So you have new timelines, new chapters, a new life coming. But in order to be on the same frequency and vibration to accept this, you need to purge and let go and release all that stuff that's dragging you down. So it is time to do inner work and purge and do shadow work. You could be needing to purge old wounds, old traumas, old memories coming back up, and it's making you feel very unstable, ungrounded. You might feel like you're going nuts. You're just really, really emotional. You could be purging, you could be crying, you could be remembering things, and you are freaking out. You're being asked to step out of your comfort zone, okay? I know that like the more practical things are your comfort zone and you like to suppress your emotions at times, but look at you. You are clearly a very emotional person. You could have water placements, okay? And you need to embrace that part of yourself. You're being asked to embrace that part of yourself. Maybe 3D things, physical things, career stuff, money stuff, and that's great. You look amazing. You're doing great in that. You are working on your self-confidence, but you have a bunch of emotional stuff that you also need to take care of. You know things are going to work out in the future. There's something about a second chance, and you know it's coming. You know someone is coming back. So the two of you are being called upon by universe. The two of you are being led back together, drawn back together by your intuition. You both know this is happening. You both know it's gonna happen. You both know why it's happening. You feel it. Both of you are being activated psychically. They could currently be at a crossroads and they could be overthinking and having fear and panicking and doubts. And you may be feeling that as well. You could be mirroring each other. You could be very psychically connected. Okay? Very psychically connected. You feel what they feel what you feel. That's exactly why it's important to do the work, because if you do the work, they're going to feel it. They're going to start to do it too. But if you avoid and you run, they're going to do the same thing. It's very twin flamey. So they're going to want to work things out with you in the future. I do see a renewal and it's very destined. You've been manifesting this person to come back. They've been manifesting you to come back. We have a blessed purge and release, finally fully healing. Oh my God. So this is one of your blessings, you guys. It's a very blessed purge and release. It says orchestrated release of old baggage. It says clearing old emotions. It says releasing stored pain and trauma. It says opening of new doors. Why this is a blessing? Well, for one, you're finally going to be fully healing, and this is going to change things in your environment. It's going to bring in that new timeline, all your blessings, all the things that are owed to you. Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Please keep in mind that these are general, so not all of the messages will resonate to a T. Now we're going to jump into your channeled message, Capricorn. Capricorn, for you, it was showing me the actual Capricorn goat. So half goat, half fish. And it was dragging its fishtail on land. It looked very uncomfortable. It looked just not like a fun time at all. And it comes across this body of water, and it comes across a choice to either get in the water or stay out on land. Now, when they were considering what to do, I got this vision of the Capricorn goat in water. They were under the water, they were galloping their front hooves, and then behind them that fishtail was like, you know, going at it. And it was very powerful, it was fast, it was strong. It truly felt like it was meant to be in the water, okay? It really felt like that's where it reached its full potential. Now, what I see is that this goat, which could be you, okay? You could be, it was quite hesitant and didn't really want to get in the water. It felt like it belonged on land. It wanted to run like the normal goat. And it was giving me a feeling of wanting to be like everybody else, or wanting to be like society, what society tells you you should be like. Because there's some kind of mentality around this goat that is like, I am a goat. I should be on land. I should be running like the other goats. I should be doing this. That's what everyone else is doing. Okay? It dipped one of its hoofs in the water, and I did feel like a knee-jerk reaction, like, oh, that's so cold, or oh, I don't like how that feels. It was cold, it was wet, and it was not something that this goat was used to. Okay, that's what I was getting. They're not used to it. So I see them choosing to stay on land, but stuck dragging their bottom half. So kind of like really having to drag their tail on land. So this goat, which could be you I'm talking about, there could be a part of you that is refusing to embrace yourself for who you actually are, or embrace a part of yourself that could have to do with water emotions. It could even have to do with love. So I see that this goat will refuse to embrace themselves, and it's actually hurting them. It's stunting them. It's keeping them stuck. It's slowing them down. They're unable to reach their full potential by doing this. Now, the water does usually represent emotions, the emotional self. So there could be something to do with that is making you uncomfortable. Maybe it's uncomfortable for you or this person. Some of you, it may not be you, but most of you, it could be. There's something about the water, emotions, or your emotional self that is making you uncomfortable. You don't quite want to embrace it. You don't want to dive deep into it. You don't want to be involved in it. You could feel like it is a nuisance. It's an inconvenience right now. You could feel like it's too uncomfortable. It's too triggering. Maybe it makes you feel imbalanced. There's something about it that's uncomfortable for you. And this goat is wanting to or would rather stay on land. But what I see happening is that this goat's fishtail starts to dry out, and it's rubbing all over the ground and the dirt and the gravel, and it's starting to rub the skin off. You know, when you have your shoe and you're breaking in a new pair of shoes and it's rubbing against the heel and it starts to rub your skin off. Oh my God. That's what I see happening to this goat's fishtail. So at some point, this goat becomes so hurt and so wounded because it's rubbing its own skin off. It's going against its nature. It's going against universe. It's going against the natural state of growth, like where you're supposed to grow into, you're supposed to evolve into, you're supposed to embrace yourself, whatever it is. You might be going against that, or someone is. And they are going to be forced to enter the ocean to heal. And it's quite funny because once they do this, I see that not only do they realize how powerful they can actually become in the water, but it's like embracing their water self, maybe their emotional self, maybe their own emotions. It actually gives them power and strength and new abilities, okay? So, I mean, this could be someone else, but this could be you. I feel like largely it's going to be you. There could be a part of yourself that you don't want to embrace. Maybe you're resisting embracing it for, several reasons. Maybe, like I said, you would rather focus on other things. Maybe you would rather focus on your career and your ambition. Maybe you feel like you don't have time to do that. Maybe you feel like it's too uncomfortable. It's too much right now. It's too overwhelming right now. Capricorns, you usually like to focus on more practical things, work, business. You don't want to feel imbalanced. You don't want to feel unstable. You don't want to feel triggered and emotional and crazy. So you may suppress that part of yourself. You may kind of push it down. But there's someone out there, this message is for someone, they're avoiding embracing it. They're avoiding letting it come to the surface, feeling it, or diving deep into their emotions, or some kind of an emotional aspect of yourself. Like I said, maybe you feel like right now it's not the greatest time, but there's something about you that you are resisting it. Okay, you may be led to do this. You may be led to embrace a new part of yourself or explore that part of yourself. And you may feel like, no, this is not what I envisioned for myself. This is not what I want to do. I want to be like everyone else, or I should be where everyone else should be. But you are really being called to evolve and explore this part of yourself and dive deep into it, even though it may be uncharted territory for you. It may be uncomfortable. It may make you feel some type of way, unstable, ungrounded. You are really being called to do this inner work. It could be inner work, diving into your traumas and your childhood and your past, and experiencing and feeling these wounds come up to the surface. Once you do this, you have no idea, Capricorn, you're going to come into strength, power, and new abilities, okay? You actually belong in there. People don't realize this about Capricorn, but there's a Neptunian aspect of Capricorn energy, that they actually can be very emotional, very psychic, and very tuned in and connected to the spirit world because they have that Neptunian aspect of them. They might feel better and more home-like in Saturn, but there is a Neptunian aspect of you. So you're being asked to explore this and embrace it because you have no idea, but it's going to make you powerful, stronger, better than ever, and you may come into new abilities. There's some kind of a level up here by doing this inner work. Okay? So don't avoid it because it's actually going to end up worse for you. You're going to get more hurt, more damaged, and you're going to be forced to do it regardless if you want to or not. So I would say embrace this and go for it. Okay? So that's what I got for you. We're going to get started. All right, Capricorn, we're going to pull some oracles for you. We have innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. Okay. So there could be an energy here that is very innocent. Maybe it likes to appear innocent. This can also talk of maybe your childlike innocence, maybe your childhood as well. Okay, you could have a very innocent-like connection or bond with someone. You could like to portray yourself as being innocent. Maybe someone else does. I mean, we all know that we're not all innocent, so there's that as well. But there could also be like a very innocent love or bond, like I mentioned. And then we have step out of your comfort zone with the North Node. Wow. This really goes with the reading. Unfortunately, I may not have all the time to finish this reading today, so you may find that it cuts off and then things appear rearranged differently, like things might be moved, and it's because I'm going to have to put the cards back at some point. All right, so let's get started. So starting off the reading, we do have a very emotional energy, so I feel like you could be in your feelings lately. If you're not right now, you could find later down the road, you start to really dive into your emotions, or you feel very emotional. And look at this energy. It's like there's a lot of like psychic abilities here. You're being very led and very guided with your emotions. And I don't know if you can see, like there's water down here and she's kind of like skimming on the top. So you're faced with a choice. Look at this, the Two of Wands. You have a choice to make when it comes to following your intuition. Your intuition is trying to guide you on something. You're feeling very emotional and you're kind of at a crossroads, whether or not you want to dive into this, whether or not you want to embrace this right now. You might feel very uncomfortable. You might be feeling very wounded. I am feeling like things coming up to the surface, and it could be putting you in your head. So you could be overthinking about this, the things that you're feeling, the things that are coming back up. Maybe your intuition guiding you to do something and you're overthinking it. I don't know why. Why would you be overthinking this? Maybe you don't feel like you want to do it. You don't feel ready. It's uncomfortable for you. You don't know where this is coming from. There could be multiple things. Now, I'm also seeing that you could be in your feelings, or someone's in their feelings about you because they are picking up on something. They are feeling that you're at a crossroads about something and they're overthinking that. They're worried about that. What is this about? Okay, this is what I'm getting. So I'm also getting that you could be in your feelings because you could be picking up intuitively. You could be feeling like you are going to have a choice to make in the near future. And you could be largely overthinking this, like worried about it, worried about your choice. You know that some kind of an opportunity is going to come back around, and you're really in your head about it because you know you're going to have to make a choice. Now, your intuition could be guiding you to do some inner work, healing, shadow work, purging, in order to prepare you for this choice that you're going to have to make. And you're overthinking it. So you're keeping yourself stuck and tied up because I don't know why you're overthinking this. Maybe it freaks you out that something may come back up. It freaks you out that you're going to have to choose for something, okay? It may even freak you out that you need to do some kind of inner work. Shadow work is coming back up. You could be needing to purge old wounds, old traumas, old memories coming back up, and it's making you feel very unstable, ungrounded. You might feel like you're going nuts. You're just really, really emotional. You could be purging, you could be crying, you could be remembering things, and you are freaking out. What is happening to me? What's going on? And intuitively, it's saying, do the work, embrace these emotions, purge and let it out. Feel it. Do the shadow work. And you're overthinking it. I don't know why. We're going to ask, okay? So what I'm seeing largely that this could be is like, I do see a lot of emotions coming up to the surface. And across, we do have the Judgment. So this is definitely things from the past, old wounds returning, old traumas returning, people of the past returning, old memories coming back up. All these emotions coming to the surface from the past. And it's definitely putting you in your feelings, and you might not like the way it feels. That's what I'm getting. You might not like this. It may feel very, very uncomfortable for you. It may feel very heavy. It may weigh you down. It may make you uncertain. You don't know what to do about it. And it is attached to some kind of a King of Wands energy. This could be a love interest of yours. Maybe things are coming back up to the surface because of this love interest in one way or the other. Like maybe this person is triggering you and they're bringing up old stuff. Maybe from your childhood, maybe from whatever else, old relationships. And others of you, I feel like intuitively, some of you know that this is coming up because of a love interest that's coming in for you. Okay? Some of you have this person in your life already, and some of you don't. So those of you that you feel intuitively like this person is going to come back up, that's why all this stuff is coming to the surface, because you need to do this inner work and purge and heal and do the shadow work to prepare for this person coming back. We have a renewal in love. We have reconciliation, second chance, someone from the past returning, and we have a King of Wands energy. So, and it's below the High Priestess card, and you are coming up as a very emotional, watery, psychic, intuitive being. So you are very psychic, whether you want to admit it or not. Maybe you're just tuning into this. Maybe you're just having these abilities be awakened in you, and you're very uncomfortable. It could be overwhelming. You don't know what's going on. You don't know whose emotions you're feeling. You don't know how you feel. There's all these things that are coming up to the surface. And it's like you may even intuitively pick up that this is universe guiding you to do this inner work on yourself and heal these old wounds and traumas, because you have a new beginning in love or a renewal in love with someone of the past coming. Someone is going to come back to reconcile, and you need to be healed and ready for them in order to accept this. That's what I'm getting. You may even know this intuitively, and that's why you overthink, because you know an important, serious choice is coming, and you don't know what to do about it. You don't know if you're ready to make this choice. You don't know if you want to accept this person back, or there's some kind of a choice that you know is coming in the future, and you're overthinking it. You could be overthinking doing the inner work as well. Okay? Like I see a new beginning in love or a renewal in love that you know is coming. You know it's coming, and you've been manifesting this. You may be manifesting a Queen of Wands person, or a Queen of Wands person is manifesting you. Like you could have been manifesting somebody to come back, a renewal in love. And you also glowing up, working on yourself, and that's great, but you also need to take care of the inner self, the emotional self. So this is like, you know, the Capricorn wanting to stay on land and do like very maybe 3D things, physical things, career stuff, money stuff, and that's great. You look amazing. You're doing great in that. You are working on your self-confidence, but you have a bunch of emotional stuff that you also need to take care of. And it's all coming back up to the surface for you to look at it. And maybe you're not ready to do it, or you feel like you're not ready. You're definitely overthinking. You're freaking out. So many things are coming to the surface. You're being asked to step out of your comfort zone, okay? I know that like the more practical things are your comfort zone and you like to suppress your emotions at times, but look at you. You are clearly a very emotional person. You could have water placements, okay? And you need to embrace that part of yourself. You're being asked to embrace that part of yourself. Yeah, it's all coming back up to the surface. And there's something about universe. You feel, you know, a choice is coming back up, and you know it's very meant to be. You know things are going to work out in the future. There's something about a second chance, and you know it's coming. You know someone is coming back. And this is very meant to be. It's very destined, okay? This is why you're being asked to do this inner work, to prepare for this. Because Capricorns, you are one of the cardinal signs that are stepping out of a 15-year-long karmic cycle in relationships. So you have new timelines, new chapters, a new life coming. But in order to be on the same frequency and vibration to accept this, you need to purge and let go and release all that stuff that's dragging you down. So it is time to do inner work and purge and do shadow work. And you intuitively know this, okay? You know that this is why it's happening. You know that you could have a bright new future up ahead for you, or you just have that sense. You have that feeling. You know it's meant to be. You feel like it's coming. You could feel like universe is orchestrating this, and it is. It is. We have you intuitively know, we have universe, and we have universe could be pulling some strings. Universe is orchestrating this because it is destined and it is very meant to be. This timeline is very meant to be. It's coming in for you. So you're being guided and maybe even forced. You may not like it. You may not want to do it. You may not feel ready, but it is very meant to be. You need to do this because you have a lot of blessings coming in. And some of it has to do with a love interest that is going to be returning into your life. Okay? So I see that, yeah, it's like you know that the wheel is going to turn for you. You know you have blessings and a new timeline coming. And you know that you're going to have to take a leap of faith. You know that this work is being, or this emotional stuff is being brought up so that you can do the inner work, so that you can be ready to take the leap of faith. And it's across from the High Priestess. You know all of this. You feel it. Intuitively, you know this. Now, I feel like you've been manifesting a second chance, a circle back from somebody. You've been manifesting this. I feel like they've been manifesting this. Some of you, this could be your person, this Queen of Cups. Maybe they're a water sign. Maybe they're the ones that are needing to do inner work and shadow work and all that. But I feel like it could be for you as well. It's very mirrored. Like in the bottom, we have a Queen of Wands, we have the High Priestess and the King of Wands. Look at that. So the two of you are being called upon by universe. The two of you are being led back together, drawn back together by your intuition. You both know this is happening. You both know it's gonna happen. You both know why it's happening. You feel it. Both of you are being activated psychically. Your psychic abilities are being activated. Your inner work, your purging, your shadow work, your old wounds and traumas are being activated, and you know it. You know it's because you guys are being led back together. You know you guys are going to come back together. You know this is meant to be. You know this is destined. Absolutely. So you know that this person is going to come back and work things out with you, or try to. And it's part of this reason that you know you have a very important, serious decision to make in the future. And you may be overthinking this. You know why? Because you have old wounds and old traumas and old things that you need to purge and let go and heal. That's why you're overthinking. That's why you're scared of this. You shouldn't be scared of this. Universe wants you to take that leap of faith. You have a new timeline coming. You know it's coming, and you are going to take the leap of faith, or you're being guided to do this, and that's why you need to do the work. When you get rid of these old wounds and traumas, you're going to be healed and ready. And so is your person. You know, your person could be going through the same thing. I am feeling that. You both are being prepared by universe to have a reunion. It honestly is giving me twin flame vibes. I'm not huge onto the twin flame thing, but I do believe in twin flame dynamic. And I believe that twin flame dynamic is very sacred. When you meet your divine partner, sometimes you may not be ready for each other. You may have not done the work. You have old wounds and traumas and stuff. And so you get pulled apart. You're meant to do your own thing and heal on your own. And this person is too. Once one of you does it, it activates the other. And if they're your true divine spouse, kingdom spouse, or partner, they will also mirror you, and they will also do the same thing. You both will work on yourselves separately. And then when you're ready and you've healed, universe will pull you together. Okay, if it's a karmic, they're not going to do the work. They're not going to change. If it's your divine partner, they will be activated, and they will also do the inner work. So both of you are being activated. This is beautiful. I really like this. So you know that this person is going to come in to do the work. They're going to want to work on things with you. They could currently be at a crossroads, and they could be overthinking and having fear and panicking and doubts. And you may be feeling that as well. You could be mirroring each other. You could be very psychically connected. Okay, very psychically connected. You feel what they feel what you feel. That's exactly why it's important to do the work, because if you do the work, they're going to feel it. They're going to start to do it too. But if you avoid and you run, they're going to do the same thing. It's very twin flamey. So they're going to want to work things out with you in the future. I do see a renewal, and it's very destined. You've been manifesting this person to come back. They've been manifesting you to come back. And you are going to need to take the leap of faith. They are going to take the leap of faith. They are going to step into their energy where they're more confident. They could have had confidence issues. Some of you as the feminine could have had confidence issues. Maybe you've been working on your outer selves, your body glowing up, and that's great. But you also need to take care of the inside too, okay? So you will be doing this. Now, in the outcome, we have the justice, which is making something right, getting your justice. We have a renewal in love, a new beginning. And we have the Six of Wands, success and victory. So you are coming into some kind of justice energy. Okay, you deserve this renewal. We have a beautiful new renewal in love. And this time around, it is going to be successful. This is why universe is calling upon you and activating your wounds to heal them. Because this is destined. This is your destined partner. And you are meant to renew the love. You are meant to reconcile. And it's going to be successful, or it will be if you do the work. Okay, it's very important that you do this work. So it is part of the Schumann resonance that is happening all around the world. It's activating our old past wounds, our childhood traumas, okay, childhood wounding. We have toxic connections with toxic people are being broken apart. And this is happening to everybody. Anybody who's tuned in, anybody who has a real soul, this is happening to all of us. It's happening to me even. Old traumas that I had no idea I had, old wounds, I'm now realizing it, and it's coming to the surface, and I'm crying and I'm purging and I'm healing. So you may be feeling this, and it's important to embrace it because it's very meant to be, and it's part of your path. You have a new timeline coming. You want to be ready and in a place where you can accept that. Look at this. It's going to be a lot of victory, public success. So if you want this, please embrace the work. Embrace it. Feel the emotions. Because both of you know that you are being brought back together. Both of you know this. You're dreaming about it. You're feeling it. You feel guided to each other. You're seeing signs. Both of you may be watching tarot readings, okay? Both of you are being activated in your psychic energy. And if you do the work and you purge and you heal, you're going to come into new psychic abilities, okay? This is amazing. Let me just check the time. Okay, I have a little bit of time left. So let's get some external energies. The Five of Swords. Okay, so there could have been pettiness here. There could have been games. There could have been feeling defeated. Someone could have juggled or went back and forth about something, and they could have been very cold to you. So this person was very unhealed, and we have the King of Pentacles. They're going to level up, though. They're going to come forward to you more serious, more stable, and actually commit the second time around. But I do see that there were games, there were mind games, they could have been manipulative, and you could have felt juggled. Maybe they weren't making up their mind about you, and they were very cold and detached with you. So this person could have also been avoiding the emotions. And by avoiding the emotional work and the purging and the healing, they actually hurt themselves even worse. If you don't do this and you resist, it's going to hurt even worse. Because what will happen is when this person comes in, either you sabotage or they sabotage and you get pulled apart again. Do you want to repeat that cycle, or are you ready for the new timeline? A lot of you are done your karma, so you're ready for the new timeline. All right, look at this, the Lovers reverse. There is a lot of disharmony. There were toxic relationships that this person was hanging on to, toxic dynamics, dysfunctional relationships of their past that they needed to let go of and release. So they sabotage things with you. Okay, but yeah, they're leveling up. They're going from a King of Swords to a King of Pentacles. Their actions with you in the past, things were not working out. Okay, there was disharmony, there was fighting, there was toxicity. They were unhealed, and maybe you were too, okay? Both of you may have been unhealed, or it was this person. I feel like the channeled message is mirrored. You guys are coming across very twin flamey, so it's a very mirroring type of reading. Look at this, and we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So yeah, it's like this person was bringing forth dysfunctional energy. They were hanging on to the old wounds, old relationships. Meanwhile, you were everything that they could have wanted. You were offering stability, loyalty, devotion, commitment. You don't need a partner. You're good on your own. Okay? You don't really need somebody, but you could have offered them this, and they sabotaged with their actions being the Lovers reversed, because they were unhealed and they were resisting doing the work. So you could have went off to be single. You left. You decided, I don't need this. But you're still this person's match. So you could be the first one that is healed, the first one to do the work, and they need to catch up to you. Because look at them. They are going to level up. They're coming across as your counterpart. They do see you as very independent. They do recognize you don't need anybody. They see you as very secure and stable on your own, successful financially, and they see you as the end-all be-all. You're someone that they could settle down with. You're someone that they would want to marry. You have it all. You really do, and that's their intentions. So there could have even been some kind of toxic relationship or dynamic that this person needed to get free of, whether it's just energetically healing from it, letting it go, releasing. I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be that. Some of you, maybe they went to someone else, because we do have mind games. We do have juggling. So they could have sabotaged and went back to somebody, or they could have juggled you with someone else that was toxic. This was a toxic dynamic and a toxic relationship or a toxic past that they needed to let go of and release. Okay, so I do see that they are going to free themselves so that they can actually lock you down and be with you. Awesome. So now let's take a look at your independent energy, and then I will pull some damaged confessions if there's time. Oh, we have the Judgment reverse. So we have no second chances, not taking the past back. We have the Queen of Wands. So feeling very confident in yourself, having maybe going through a glow up, feeling very passionate, very attracted to something. And the Empress, look at that, the Empress. So you know your worth, especially if you're feminine, like you are really stepping into your power. You know your worth. You're leveling up into an Empress. This person is also leveling up. So you are finally letting go of the past as well. You're no longer going back and forth about reconciling with past people. You're no longer entertaining the idea of, what if this person changes and they come back? That's it. It's like you've released it, you've let it go, and you're done with the past. This may not necessarily be entertaining the idea of going back to someone of the past. It could also be like letting go of the past, releasing it. This is the past coming back. When it's in reverse, done. I'm done with that. And when you do the inner work, like I said, you are going to have like not only a physical glow up or an inner glow up with your confidence, but you're going to level up into the Empress energy. So you will start to know your worth, and you'll activate new gifts and abilities. Wow. You definitely are leveling up here. And we have the Six of Swords. So moving on to calmer waters, getting over the past, definitely getting over the past with these energies. Releasing the past once and for all, no longer needing to review it, no longer needing to live in the past, no longer needing to be stuck on it. You're finally letting it go, and you're finally moving past it. So doing that inner work and healing and releasing. And the Knight of Pentacles. This could have been something that you were trying to move past for a long time. This is long ago, these wounds, these traumas. Maybe you've been trying to heal from them from a long time, and now you're finally done. Look at this, the Knight of Wands. Something was taking a long time, and now it's speeding up. You know why it took a long time and it was going so slow? Whatever this is for you, could be growth in some area of your life. Could be something coming in for you, the new timeline, the blessings, the love. It's because you needed to release this baggage. And now that you've done it, you've raised your vibration, and your vibration is on an energetic match to your new timeline. And now you can take action. Now things are speeding up for you. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow knight. The Knight of Wands is a fast knight. So now you can really take action, and things are speeding up. And look at that. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, getting something that you've been wanting. So let's take a look at damaged confessions. Wow, this reading is very fast. I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to like rush through it, but it is pretty, it's pretty direct and to the point. You are a dream partner. Look at that. Your person sees you as the end-all be-all, truly and deeply. Like you are their wifey material, hubby material. You are the end-all be-all. You're the dream. They want to be with you, and they need to do the work in order to level up and change and be with you. And they're going to do it because you're worth it. They know that you don't need them. You have shown them this, okay? And they're doing the work. We have how I feel and what I want is the only thing that matters. So in the past, I feel like they were very selfish. They only considered themselves. Yeah, it's like they didn't think of you or how you would feel or how something would affect you. They may have been playing games with you or playing games with someone of their past, and they juggled. So yeah, it's like they were very detached from their emotions at the time. They were unhealed. And they hurt you. They were selfish. Desire, craving you, sex dreams, astral sex. We have secret fantasy, masturbation. We have imagines you instead looking at old pics and videos. So this person is absolutely addicted to you, okay? They're addicted to you sexually. They cannot stop thinking about you. They crave you on a daily basis. They have wet dreams about you. And they have all these fantasies. And it's just like they just are so addicted and obsessed with you in that way. That is part of what is driving them. Like, they could not get you off their mind. You are an obsession, an addiction to them. They only crave you. Like, nobody else can do it for them. So I don't care. Like, they may try to act like they didn't care about you or they're fine to move on. They weren't, okay? They kept thinking about you in that way, and it was like they just could not forget you. They could not forget you. Universe was not letting this person forget you. I feel like they are sexually frustrated without you. Want to make them jealous. There you go. I do feel like this person was playing games with someone of their past, okay? They may have juggled you in the process. It's almost like they had some kind of point to prove to this ex. They may have had wanted to teach some kind of an ex a lesson or get back at this ex. And they happen to use you for that. And it's like they didn't realize they were messing around with basically their dream partner, their dream girl, their dream guy. They had no idea. They were just, at the time, selfish. Like, they just wanted to get back at someone. They were playing games with someone. They wanted to make someone jealous. Maybe they thought you also wanted to make someone jealous. Like, they did not see things for what they were. Okay? They weren't realizing that you were their divine partner. You were meant to be. You were the one that they were supposed to be with. They did not see that at first. They didn't think it was that deep at first. They were still hung up on a toxic relationship at first. They still hadn't let go of it. So they sabotaged. We have couldn't stand the thought of losing you, so I made you feel like you lost me instead. So part of them too, I feel like they got intimidated of you. They saw how independent you were. Maybe you're successful, you're doing well financially, you have nice things, you take care of things, you're generous. They were very insecure when it came to you. They were used to exes like the ones that they had. I mean, clearly this ex did something to them that they felt like they wanted to get back at them. So that's what they're used to. And, you were different. You were a dream partner to them. So they got very insecure and scared of just losing you. So I feel like they kind of just jumped ship. They sabotaged. They thought, oh, well, I'm not good enough for this person anyways. So that was because they were unhealed. Okay? All the problems you both faced in this connection was because both of you still needed to heal. You had some deep stuff that's coming up. They definitely had a lot of stuff that they had been avoiding doing for a long time. Okay? Look at this. I played myself trying to play you. Getting hurt way worse, suffering with the outcome, feeling played themselves, and defeat. Exactly. So by losing you, by playing with your emotions or hurting you, they actually hurt themselves. Because you are a mirror to them. You could be very much twin flame energy to them. Twin flame souls, very rare. Very rare. But twin flame dynamic, that's like divine's plan for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So a lot of people will experience the twin flame dynamic with their divine partner, of course. So when they hurt you, they really just hurt themselves, and they were the ones suffering with this outcome. They feel like they played themselves out of a dream person, a dream partner. You were the one that they were always supposed to be with, and they didn't see that. Some of them saw it. They saw your potential. They saw your value, but they were not ready to deal with that because they were unhealed and insecure, and who knows what else happened to them. They could have gotten cheated on or whatever else. You were very scary to them. You could be very beautiful. You could be very sexy. A man or woman, doesn't matter. If you're a man, same thing. You could be very attractive, very sexy, very charming. You know, you could have a lot of people interested in you, whether you're a man or woman, and that was very intimidating to this person. I never wanted to care about anyone the way I care for you. So at the time as well, like I said, they were kind of closed off emotionally. They were emotionally unavailable. They weren't fully open to love. They were more focused on getting back at their ex and maybe teaching their ex a lesson or making their ex jealous, whatever it was. Like, they were not ready to love anybody. They were not looking for that, you know? And that's where they may have really betrayed you, because they may have acted like they may have acted like they wanted something with you, but, you know, deep down, they were not ready for that, and they knew it. They didn't even want to care about anybody. They were closed off emotionally. They were still healing a broken heart. Material girl. It says, you deserve the world. Do I have enough? I need to work harder. I would want to keep you happy. I am not enough. And that's another thing about you with this Queen of Pentacles energy here, man or woman. You do have nice things. You are pretty financially well off on your own. You could be very stable. You could be business savvy. You could have a business. You could run things at home. You just have it going on, and you really look like that type of bitch or that type of man. That you got all the nice things that you could ever want. You can treat yourself. You can spoil yourself. And that's very intimidating to this person. They may have not been where they wanted to be financially, and they may have wondered if they had enough to offer you. They may have wondered if they could even keep someone like you happy, because they felt like they weren't in a place financially, or they weren't as successful as you, or whatever. Yeah, you intimidated them. They felt like they took one look at you and it's like, this is the type of person that deserves, you know, first class traveling and wining and dining and shopping trips and this and that. This is the type of girl or guy that gets gifted like cars and expensive jewelry. Like, what can I offer this person? What can I give to them? Am I even enough for this person? Wow. All right, so now let's take a look at blessings. Blessings for my Cappies. We have a blessed, purge, and release. Finally, fully healing. Oh my God. My guides are crazy because this happens all the time in my readings. These blessings come out and it's exactly what the reading is about. This is nuts. So this is one of your blessings, you guys. It's a very blessed purge and release. It says orchestrated release of old baggage. It says clearing old emotions. It says releasing stored pain and trauma. It says opening of new doors. Why this is a blessing? Well, for one, you're finally going to be fully healing, and this is going to change things in your environment. It's going to bring in that new timeline, all your blessings, all the things that are owed to you because you did the work. And it is orchestrated by universe. So it's very divine. This is a very divine, destined, meant to be type of purging and release. Wow. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. We have laser focus. It says laser-like focus on your tasks, motivation, getting more done, clear mind, bringing in abundance and completion. And we have proactive and accomplished. So another blessing is you're going to get laser-like focus on your tasks. If there are things that you needed to complete or get done, including this inner work, you're going to do it. You're going to be filled with motivation and energy to do all these things that you needed to focus on. And you even will feel like you have a very clear mind. It may come as a result of doing this healing work, or it's just a blessing that's coming in, okay? You're going to be very clear-minded after this, and you're going to get everything done that you needed to get done for yourself. Naturopath. So it says getting to the bottom of a long-lasting issue, testing and results, discovery of a nagging health concern, and finally getting help. Huge relief. So this is going to be for those of you that have had some kind of a nagging health concern. And yeah, it's like you couldn't find what was causing it. You didn't know where it was coming from. And you are going to get help with this. You're going to get to the bottom of this. Whether you hire a naturopath or not, you may just be doing research online. But some of you may find something online. You may watch a video, or the algorithm may suggest something to you, and you may look into it, and it may be the solution to your problems. Some of you will be going to a naturopath. That's definitely being suggested for you. If you have issues and doctors aren't helping you, and they're gaslighting you, and they're not investigating your problems, you might want to, you know, go an alternative route. Go to a naturopath, or go to any other kind of professional. You may actually get helped. You're going to discover what's been causing it. And after you discover this, you're going to be able to heal. So there's a lot of blessings coming in from this purge and release, this inner work that you're being guided to do. And yeah, it's all going to work out for you. You have a new beginning in love. It's going to be successful this time. And look at this, like, this is amazing. So this is your reading, you guys. I hope that it resonated for you. And if it didn't, feel free to check your other signs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit the bell so you can get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you.